What makes me different? Probably that I know what I'm doing. I mean, it starts out just even in something as simple as washing a car. You know, it's not that complicated in a way. You know, kids do it for fundraisers and such. They do it completely wrong, but I mean, they still do it. And unfortunately, even a lot of most car washes and a lot of detailers, probably most, actually do it wrong. That's not to say they do it completely wrong or whatever, but a lot of them, maybe the motions they go through, the order of things is correct. I mean, it's the order of things, spray it down, wash it, spray the soap off, dry, there's pretty much a straightforward order to that you probably really can't get wrong. But as far as knowing, like if the bottom half of the vehicle has some serious road grime or dirt or mud or different issues like that, what kind of cleaners you need to use to clean that up. Most of them just go straight out with something aggressive and really start doing damage to paint and things like that. And also, spray it from top to bottom, wash it from top to bottom. Little different things like that. They're cleaning wheels and tires. They just spray acid on there. That's really probably a lot better, more made for concrete, unpainted concrete. And it's not so much that if you use it just this once, that it's going to right then melt away everything off the wheels. It may not if you're fast enough with it. Then again, you always run the chance of doing it, and they have big warnings on the bottles for that. But I can't think that using that over and over again is going to help the finish on your wheels out, your rims out at all. Over time, it's going to deteriorate it. It's the same thing in a lot of the soaps that are out there. They just are people that use common household cleaners because they just really want to get it clean. Well, they don't understand that can be doing damage to your paint. It really may not actually be helping get anything extra off. It may actually be harder to get off and be leaving a residue that when you come back and dry it and then subsequently maybe wax it, that you're just kind of sealing that stuff in. So just straightforward from washing, you can already run into a lot of you can already run into a lot of different problems right from there, just from people using way too aggressive product that they don't actually know how to use. Then you go to, for instance, cleaning engines. They'll use a lot of cleaners that are so strong they actually corrode the aluminum almost on contact. Well, just because they want to avoid 2 or 3 extra minutes of a little elbow grease or something like that. I've always thought that was a little bit silly. Same on back to the tires and wheels, same with that. We use a citrus-based wheel cleaner that you have to agitate with a soft, kind of like a paintbrush or something along those lines. And it works out, knocks the stuff right off. Every now and then we have to go a little bit more aggressive. And even then, when we go more aggressive, we still try to use, I'm not going to go into give away any of our secrets, but we try to use things that you probably wouldn't normally think of as cleaners, but will actually cut, grease, or different sorts of grime that don't actually damage the wheel. Same thing on the engine. A lot of people go try to use, the nuclear bomb of engine cleaners or whatever, so to speak. And that's really not what's necessarily needed. Most of the time, a fairly decent degreaser, applied right and done right, to clean an engine right up, no problems. And then, of course, the order in cleaning engines. You have a lot of kind of guys, I guess they don't think that cars actually developed past the 1990s. Or 1980s, just leave them running and put a pressure washer in there. Hey, I use a pressure washer, but mine's adjustable. I can actually turn down the pressure a lot. So, on the underside of the hood and maybe the edges of the engine, yeah, go ahead and use your full pressure. But once you start spraying on anything in the internal to turn it down to low pressure, you're just trying to wet it so that you can work your degreaser or whatever into it and rinse all that off. And then, of course, you need to blow it out real good with air, especially all the electrical connections. You know, get in there with the air hose, spray all those out. And then even on the dressing, most detailers and a lot of car washes come back with some oil-based something that's normally you put on tires to make them real shiny. Well, they put this on everything that's rubber and plastic in your engine. It sits on there like oily. It basically is an oily film. You drive the car 50 or 100 miles, come back and you have dust and dirt, and now they're kind of caked in with that oil, and so you have something that's actually really difficult to clean for the next time you want to actually clean your engine up.